Hi guys, it's Nevada. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have a video on basically how I use oils throughout the day, and I use these techniques almost every single day. Before we get started, I just wanted to talk about the importance of getting a really good quality oil. I used to be the type of person that would go on Amazon and try to find oils for under $5 or under $10, and once I started using better quality oils, there is such a huge improvement in overall health, my skin, my hair, that I really did want to mention that you shouldn't sacrifice the quality of your oil for price. So I get my oils from various different grocery stores like Trader Joe's or Whole Foods, and then also from better quality companies like One Naturals and Pure Adore. And I will leave the links to all of the products that I use in the description box down below. Feel free to check those out, and let's just get started. So I start using oils the very first thing in the morning. What I do is oil pulling, which if you haven't heard of it, it's basically like this Ayurvedic technique that works via your gums to kind of improve the overall health of your body. It pulls out the toxins, the bacteria. There's so many benefits varying from like whitening your teeth, freshening your breath, all the way to like filtering your blood and helping with internal problems, digestive problems, skin problems. I'm not gonna go on about it. I'm just gonna leave a handful of links in the description down below. I think it's definitely worth trying because there are so many potential benefits to your body. If you are interested in it, I think you should definitely incorporate it into your everyday routine. So what oil pulling basically is you literally take a huge whopping tablespoon of oil, either coconut oil, sesame oil, sunflower oil. I think those are like the three main ones. You put that in your mouth and you literally just gargle for like 20 minutes. The muscles in your mouth, just like any other muscle in your body, needs to be worked out first. So start with like 5 minutes one day and then 7, 10, 15, up to 20 minutes. And the reason you want to do 20 minutes is because that is the amount of time that it takes the oil to kind of break through the plaque and the bacteria. And that's what you're eventually going to spit out after 20 minutes. I'm basically just going to show you guys how I do it. I use coconut oil. This is just from Trader Joe's. It is organic, cold pressed, and unrefined. So I use this and I keep it either by my bedside table, in which case I'll sit up, take a spoon in, and I will just be on my phone for 20 minutes doing this. So right now I'm filming in my bathroom. This is probably where I'm going to be all day for today's video. The key to this is that you want to do this literally first thing in the morning. So before you brush your teeth, before you take a sip of water, before you spit anything out, while you have all that disgusting gunk in your mouth, that's when you want to oil pull. So it sounds really gross, but that's really what's going to benefit your body, and it's really going to just help you expel all the bad crap out of your system. And within a few weeks, you should start noticing a difference, at least within your mouth, like whiter teeth, fresher breath throughout the day. And then you probably will start noticing some body differences. So as of right now, I just woke up. I haven't brushed my teeth. I haven't taken a sip of water. I haven't done anything yet. And the first thing I'm gonna do is take a spoon of coconut oil and start gargling it for 20 minutes. For the sake of filming, I'm gonna just show you guys for a little bit and then probably go sit on my phone or something. And over the course of 20 minutes, you'll notice that the volume of liquid will change and it'll become a little bit more foamy. And that's basically the emulsion process taking place. So when you spit it out, you'll notice that it's a lot more than what you had originally taken in. I just spit out the oil into a trash can. Remember, you don't want to spit into the sink because you do not want oil filling up in your drain. To finish up, you can brush your teeth like normal. If you are very, very kind of turned off by the oil sensation, you can gargle with salt water or gargle with Listerine and then brush your teeth. But I'm just going to go ahead and brush my teeth like normal. So this is how I start off my day, again trying to follow more of this natural, organic type of lifestyle. Next I'm going to show you guys how I use oils for my hair. This is basically my hair mask. I already have a video of this, but I'm just going to kind of summarize it and add a little bit more now. This I basically do on my day off, where I could just sit at home with an oily head and not have to worry about anything. You can definitely leave it in overnight. That's up to personal preference. I just don't like sleeping with oil in my head. I made a video about this before. I will leave a link in the description box down below and hopefully somewhere on this screen about it. It has super beneficial properties for hair growth. It stimulates hair growth, it helps with thickness, and it prevents hair loss. I use a mixture of castor oil and olive oil. Again, please check out the other video if you want to know exactly how much of what to put. But I always have this with me, and I always have it filled because I go through it so often. And this is actually, you'll see later on, this is what I use for oil cleansing as well. So you guys will notice over the course of this video that mainly castor oil and also coconut oil I use for so many different reasons that I just think everyone should have some castor oil and coconut oil at home. is just regular food extra virgin olive oil. And then the castor oil I got from Whole Foods. Again, this is cold pressed and unrefined. So just like you saw in the other video, you're gonna apply the castor oil mask to your scalp and only your scalp. And this is because castor oil is super thick in consistency. It's kind of like honey and molasses, so you don't want to get it throughout your hair because it's just going to be a pain to get out. What I noticed the most, like, yes, there was a growth of new hair, but that's not really the most obvious difference for me. For me, what I noticed the most that led to my hair being thicker is basically that it stopped my hair loss. So you don't really notice how much of a difference hair loss makes every single day until you actually stop losing hair. So once you stop losing those like 8 to 10 strands of hair a day, over the course of a few months, your hair feels a lot thicker. And I think that's the biggest difference with me for castor oil. So I just poured some out onto my hands, and I'm trying to concentrate it just onto my fingertips because it makes it a lot easier to focus it on your scalp. And I'm literally just going to start massaging my scalp with this. Try to make sure that you're really taking your time to massage your scalp because that's going to help prove the benefits of the castor oil. Also, massaging your scalp on its own helps with hair growth also. So in addition to helping with hair growth and preventing hair loss, you're also going to notice that your scalp is going to be a lot more moisturized. The castor oil is going to help prevent dandruff, and if you have like an itchy scalp and things like that, it's going to also help a little bit with that. Castor oil is literally just one of those miracle oils for your hair. I'm just going to go in and add a little bit extra in the areas, again, where I feel like I would need more just because of how much I straighten those areas. I also simultaneously want to kind of nourish the ends of my hair and like the bulk of my hair, so I like to use coconut oil for that. I basically just apply this coconut oil all throughout the rest of my hair, and you literally can be as generous with this as you want because coconut oil is a lot lighter than castor oil, so it's going to be much easier to shampoo out. When you wash out your hair, you're going to notice that your hair itself is going to be shinier, softer, and it's going to just give off a little bit more of a healthy vibe. Alright, so now that I have coconut oil throughout my hair and castor oil, olive oil mix in my scalp, I'm basically just gonna put it into a bun and leave it there for minimum 6 hours. Again, like I said, I'll do this on a day I have off where I'm just gonna be like bumming around. Or you could do it overnight if you want to. But I did want to mention here that if you read like the comments of my other videos, everyone's concerned about whether it actually works or not. And I can like promise you that it works, but it's not one of those things that you can just like do for a week or like 2-3 weeks and expect to see differences. You're not going to see a difference for a month. I don't think you're going to see a significant noticeable difference until 3-4 months in. And again, that's only if you've been doing this consistently. So I'm talking religiously doing it once or twice a week if you can for a whole 3 months. That is when you're actually going to see a difference. You're going to notice less hair fall, you're going to notice hair growth, you're going to feel that your hair is thicker. So it is not a quick fix by any means. It is something that you have to plan and really be consistent with if you want to see the type of results that I'm promoting. Alright, so it has been a couple hours for me and I'm now going to wash my hair. To dislodge the oil, you're basically just going to use your regular shampoo, but you're going to use it out of the shower and without any water. So I'm just going to technically shampoo my hair, but using no water and outside of the shower, and I'm really going to massage the shampoo into wherever I had applied the castor oil. Really massage it in and make sure that it kind of dislodges all the oil. Alright, so I just shampooed my hair without any water, and I'm going to let this sit for another 5 or so minutes just so that the oil can really loosen up, and then I will take a shower. So with my hair towel dried, I actually go in with some argan oil. This is from the company Pure Adore. I basically just get some of this on my hands and then distribute it all throughout my hair. And I just feel that when it dries, it comes out a lot more shinier and softer. Just so you guys know, I also use this argan oil after straightening my hair or curling it or blow drying it, or anytime I apply some kind of like heat to my hair, I also add a little bit of argan oil after that. So real quick, I also wanted to share that I use argan oil for the rest of my body after showering as moisturizer, because you guys know I don't really like the whole lotion thing anymore. This argan oil that I use for my body is from the company One Naturals, and it's not like it's a different quality. It's the same organic, natural, really good quality argan oil as the Pure Adore company. It's just that I like that this comes in a little pump bottle because it makes it easier to like squirt out, and when you're moisturizing your entire body, it's just a lot easier to work with. Just remember remember that with oils, instead of kind of rubbing it around, you do kind of want to press it in because that's the way that your skin is really going to soak it up. Both One Naturals and Pure Adore, their links will be in the description box below, so feel free to check them out. Okay, so next I wanted to show you how I use oils, I guess, underneath my makeup for my face. I use castor oil for underneath my eyes, basically to substitute for an eye cream. So you don't want to rub, you don't want to move the skin around your under eyes because it's very, very sensitive and it's prone to like fine lines and wrinkles. And right now I'm going to be making my facial oil again because I ran out. I actually got asked by a company called One Naturals to review some of their oils, and they're a very organic and vegan, cruelty-free, just all-natural company, which you guys know I love. So I got jojoba oil, argan oil. My last oil that I've been using for the past 3-4 months has been based on argan oil, and it's been really good for my skin, but I also want to add in jojoba oil in more, so that's what I'm going to be using as my base oil for this. I'm literally just going to keep squirting some into this until it fills up. I'm going to go basically halfway with the jojoba oil. The jojoba oil just makes your face feel a lot more kind of supple and moisturized. It doesn't soak in as fast, which is why I like to heavily use this at night. And I am now adding some argan oil. So now that I have jojoba oil and argan oil in there, I'm going to add a few squirts of this rosehip seed oil. If you guys saw the last video about this, you guys know that this smells really bad, but it has amazing benefits for your skin, especially with anti-aging properties, and it tightens your face. And then I have my chamomile essence. So this has very kind of few mild benefits, and it also just makes it smell better. So I'm just going to add about 5 to 7 drops of this. To mix it, just use your dropper to kind of pull it out and then push it back in, and that's going to mix it well enough. And like always, I'm just going to apply 4 to 5 drops, and I'm just going to hold it to my skin and kind of pat it in rather than rubbing it around. So now that the castor oil has soaked in underneath my eyes and my regular facial oil has soaked in, I'm going to just do my makeup, and then I'll show you basically how I take off my makeup using oils and how I kind of use oils in my nighttime routine. Okay, so I'm actually not even going to finish doing the rest of my makeup because, to be honest, it's already nighttime. I waited for my hair mask to kind of sit all day before filming the rest of this. I do want to show you how I incorporate oils into my nighttime routine, so I'm actually just going to take all of this off right now just so I can show you guys how I use oils. I'm going to take my makeup off, and I'm going to do it by a method called oil cleansing, which I did make a video about already, and I will leave another link to that in the description box below. So what oil cleansing is basically you're washing your face with oil. It's going to be a combination of castor oil and olive oil. In fact, it's the same exact combination for the hair mask we use. The reason for this is because castor oil is super, super astringent, so it's going to basically bring out all like the gross stuff from your pores, all the impurities out and up to the surface of your face, and then you're going to wipe it all off with a damp, hot towel because the steam is going to open up your pores a little bit. That you literally wash your face with this oil the way you would with a facial cleanser, and then you're just going to wipe it all off. You do want to start on the sides of your face first and then do your eyes last, just so you don't get your eyeliner, mascara, and all that like black stuff all around your face. Make sure that around your eyes you're not putting too much pressure and that you're not pulling on the skin. You want to be very, very careful with the skin underneath your eyes. So I'm using a regular washcloth, and I held it under some hot water and then squeezed all the extra water out. And you're just going to hold this against your face so that the steam can open up your pores, and then just wipe all of this nasty stuff off. That is all the makeup I put on and wasted just for this one video. I feel like oil cleansing works wonders. It has been for me. I've been doing it since my last video, which was like 6 months ago or something. But at this point, it is like, I know that it works for me and I really recommend it. I don't break out anymore. In the other video, a lot of people have asked me questions about the fact that you're using castor oil on your face to wash your face. Is that going to cause hair growth on your face? And to be honest, I don't know what the science is behind why it's good for hair growth on your head and it doesn't do anything for your face, but I can say that there's been no extra facial hair growth because of this castor oil. And I'm Indian, so I do have obviously like more hair growth than your average person, and for me, I haven't noticed anything different. So now that you've washed your face with oil, that's it. If you're uncomfortable with leaving this like oily feeling on your face, you can go ahead and use a facial cleanser. But because of the chemicals and everything, it will dry your face out, so I suggest going back with your facial oil or some kind of moisturizer before you go to sleep. I like to go on top of this with my DIY facial oil, the same one I used underneath my makeup. And the only reason for that is because I'm gonna go to sleep anyway, so I really like to pile on the oils, and whenever I wake up in the morning, it's just like my skin is super soft, super supple, super moisturized, and I do this basically every single night. I'm also going to go in with castor oil and apply this underneath my eyes and let that soak in overnight as well. Also, now that it's nighttime and I'm eventually going to go to sleep, I'll take the extra castor oil and I will actually rub it along my lash line, and then the leftovers I will kind of rub into the sparse areas of my brows because, again, over time, castor oil will help kind of grow your lashes out and grow your brows out. So I kind of rushed the end of this, but that's really it. This is how I use oils all throughout the day. I would love to hear if you guys have any other uses for oils that I would be interested in, so please leave those in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.